on behalf of Department of Physics, Vasantdada Patil College. According to our syllabus, we will see the points related to semiconductor, introduction to semiconductor and construction of PN junction semiconductor diode. Semiconductor. So, introduction to semiconductor. Introduction to semiconductor. Pure semiconductors are the materials having the conductivity greater than insulator and significantly lower than the conductor. The interesting feature of this semiconductor is that they are bipolar and current transported by two charge carriers of opposite sign. That means negative sign and positive sign. So negative sign we represent it as a electrons and positive sign we represent it as a hole. Electrons and hole, the hole means the absence of electron known as the hole. Here the conductivity represent high or low. Generally semiconductor has very less conductivity and which is going to be exit high conductivity. Whenever it going to exit high conductivity is called as a extrinsic semiconductor. Extrinsic semiconductor. Pure semiconductors are relatively less importance because of very less conductivity, whereas extrinsic semiconductors are widely used in fabricating devices. These devices are generally known as semiconductor devices or also known as solid state devices. The definition of semiconductor is the semiconductors are the materials that are neither conductor nor insulator. The electrical property of this semiconductor lies between that of the conductor and insulator. The isolated atom of semiconductors like germanium or silicon denoted by Ge and Si, it has 4 electrons in outermost orbit. The number of electron in the valence orbit is the key to conductivity. All semiconductors have crystalline structure. Most widely semiconductors are germanium and silicon. Semiconductors are of two types. One is a intrinsic semiconductor and another one is a extrinsic semiconductor. The intrinsic semiconductor is a pure semiconductor. At room temperature, electron hole pairs are created. When external electric field is applied across the intrinsic semiconductor, small amount of current flow due to electrons and holes. Due to the poor conduction at room temperature, the intrinsic semiconductors as such is not useful in the electronic devices. The current conduction capability can be increased by adding small amount of impurity. So addition of the small amount of impurity to intrinsic semiconductor. then this addition is called as a doping, and then due to this doping intrinsic semiconductors are becomes extrinsic semiconductor. The current capacity is increases. This process of adding of impurity of different material is known as a doping. Depending upon the doping material, one can get either a P type of semiconductor or a N type of semiconductor. When the small amount of pentavalent pentavalent, that means in the outermost orbit it has 5 electron, that is called as a pentavalent, and examples are arsenic, antimony or phosphorus. When pentavalent impurity is added, then that semiconductor is called as a N type of semiconductor. Similarly, whenever trivalent impurity is added, for example aluminum or boron, so trivalent impurity is added to the pure semiconductor, then it becomes P type of semiconductor. In P type of semiconductor, majority charge carriers are holes and minority charge carriers are electrons, and in N type of semiconductor, majority charge carriers are electron, minority charge carriers are hole. Then this P type and N type semiconductor can be combined to give rise very important basic device called as p-n junction diode. Then another devices are also constructed, that is bi-junction transistor BJT, field effect transistor, that is FET, uni-junction transistor UJT, and in this way number of the devices can be constructed. Now we will see the construction of p-n junction semiconductor diode. So construction of p-n junction semiconductor diode. So in the construction, initially take the single piece of pure semiconductor. Take the single piece of pure semiconductor. So this is the single piece of pure semiconductor. Then add the donor impurity, that is N side impurity, to one side, suppose from this side, then it represent N type of semiconductor, and from this side add the trivalent impurity, then it becomes P type, and suppose this is the junction point. So it forms P type of material, it forms N type of material. The P type is denoted by suppose this one, and N type is denoted by this one. The holes are in the P region, electrons are in the N region. Then the process it takes place during the formation of this junction is as like this one. The holes from P region diffuses into N region and combines with electron. Similarly, the free electrons from N region diffuses into P region and combines with the hole. The diffusion of holes and electron across the junction takes place, and the space charge region or depletion region is formed near the junction. This migration from p side to n side or n side to p side is stopped whenever enough potential barrier is developed at the junction, and this is denoted like this one. So this is the potential barrier, or also called as a depletion layer. So we will see the concept of depletion layer and potential barrier. The region containing the uncovered or uncompensated acceptor and donor ions in the vicinity of junction is called as a depletion layer. The width of depletion region depend upon the doping level of impurity. Higher is the doping level, thinner is the depletion layer, and vice versa. The width of this depletion layer or depletion region is of the order of 10 raised to minus 4 centimeter, that means 10 raised to minus 6 meter, that means 1 micron. In diode, now formation of diode takes place. Then in this diode, P region has majority carriers as a whole and negatively charged impurity ions. So here charge hole and negatively charged impurity ions are there. Similarly to this n side, charges are electrons and ions are positive impurity. The n region has free electron as a majority charge carriers and positively charged impurity ions, but the ions are immobile and charges are mobile, that means charges are moving and ions are not moving. Thus the sample as a whole is electrically neutral. Because of holes and electrons are closed together at junction, there is a tendency for free electrons to diffuse into p region and holes to diffuse into n region. So whenever this diffusion takes place, these positive charges are comes here in the depletion region and negative charges are here. So this process is known as a diffusion. Whenever the sufficient number of the donor and acceptor ions are uncovered, further diffusion is prevented. This is because positive charges on n sides repulse holes to cross from p side to n side, and negative charges from p sides repulse free electrons to enter from n side to p side. This diffusion of holes and free electron across the junction occurs for a very short time. Thus the barrier is set up against further movement of charge carriers, that is hole and electrons. The electric field between the acceptor and donor ion is called as a potential barrier. So this becomes the potential barrier. For silicon PN junction, potential barrier has the value approximately about 0.7 volt, and for germanium the potential value is approximately 0.3 volt. Outside the barrier, that means this side or this side. So outside the barrier on either side of the junction, material is neutral. Only inside the barrier there is a positive charges on n side and negative charges on p side. This region is known as a depletion region. Now the concept of potential barrier. When depletion layer is formed, there is a positive immobile ion on n region and negative immobile ions on p region. Due to this charge separation, a voltage is developed across the junction under equilibrium condition. This voltage is known as junction voltage or potential barrier. So this is about the construction of this PN junction semiconductor diode. Then this PN junction semiconductor diode is indicated by this symbol. So symbol of PN junction semiconductor diode, this one, this side is represented as the positive, this side is a negative. And depending upon the connection used in the circuit, it has the biasing. The biasing is of the two type. First one is a forward bias. So in the forward bias, what is happen? We use the symbol of diode. So this is the diode symbol, positive, negative, and whatever the connections for the battery. So if this is the symbol of battery, here is the positive terminal, here is the negative terminal, and suppose connection is like this one. So whenever positive terminal of a battery is connected to positive terminal of diode and negative terminal of battery connected to negative terminal of diode, then the action takes place is known as a forward bias, or biasing is called as a forward bias. Similarly, here is second type of biasing is reverse bias. Reverse bias. Again consider the symbol of PN junction semiconductor diode and the opposite polarity battery, that is the negative terminal of battery connected to positive terminal of diode and positive terminal of battery connected to negative terminal of diode. So whenever this connection is takes place, that is positive terminal of battery connected to negative terminal of diode and negative terminal of battery connected to positive terminal of diode, then this is called as a reverse bias. So conduction takes place in the forward biasing. Diode generally used in the forward bias. So this is about the introduction to semiconductor, construction of PN junction diode and biasing of diode. Thank you.